With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter.
Yeah, for this team, nothing can go right, and it's affecting their mental. I mean, not much swagger in that locker room right now. They need a signature win to turn the tide.
Here's Minnesota. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Well, Grant, some think of Gobert as just a defensive specialist, but he's proven to be more than that.
Yeah, B.A., I like how Rudy uses his height to his advantage inside. Focuses on taking high-percentage shots that come to him naturally.
Shot clock at 5. Brown can't hit. And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards for 3. Porzingis grabs the board.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Really hard to slow Tatum down on his drive because he's relentless. I mean, he's going to finish whether somebody's in his way or not. This guy's a load offensively to deal with.
Edwards can't hit.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass. You know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Now here's Conley. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. And it's Tatum missing.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Edwards carries it down low.
You know, when you're a guard like Edwards, I think you need the teardrop in your arsenal. Too many great rim protectors in the NBA. That's a shot you need to have. Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Towns on a screen. Outside Conley. To the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Most NBA fans are looking ahead to the playoffs. But what's on the mind of the players at this point of the season, Grant?
Well, B.A., focusing just on the postseason is a big mistake. Players know you have to be focused on the task at hand. You have to stay in the moment. Only think about that game right in front of you.
Well, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
Towns for 3.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Tatum can't hit.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Here's Edwards. Brown with the block.
And that's all about anticipation. Jaylen Brown, high IQ defensively. He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
When you discuss the Minnesota Timberwolves, what would you say about their front office, Grant?
Well, B.A., they want to be as competitive as possible. Whether it's who they are drafting, trading for, or signing in free agency, this team's goal is to be taken seriously out west.
That one misses. When talking about the Celtics, you'd have to say they have a unique 1-2 punch, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, think about it, B.A. To have Tatum on one wing and Brown on the other, that's a potent combination. And what a luxury for Boston. They complement each other so well.
Porzingis misses. The Timberwolves trail. Out left to the wing. McDaniels from long range. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
The length that McDaniels brings gives him an advantage against the smaller defender, sometimes drawing a foul like he did there.
3 shots.
And he sinks the second. And for the Celtics, Grant, when it comes to something like rebounding, it's a total team effort.
Well, it's part of their personnel strategy, B.A. Get wings and guards that have length and toughness, which allows them to control the glass and switch just about everything defensively.
Tatum gets the bucket.
Very capable as a point guard is Derek White, showing off his playmaking skills there.
From 12 feet, Boston with a rebound. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
An interconference matchup. Now, last year, they beat this team in both games.
I like this matchup for them. Not a cakewalk. It's not going to be easy, but they clearly have the advantage.
Good on the second one.
A young man who has an appetite for greatness, always pushing himself, is Jason Tatum.
Here's Towns. And Porzingis with the block. Here's Tatum. Lays it up and banks it in. Tatum's got 11.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good. And Brown gets the assist. 13 points in the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Left side Porzingis. The three. Pure from three-point range.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
I'll tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so it's 6. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets. They are so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Anthony Edwards carries a swagger about him. He said, quote, "I am the most confident person in the world. I've always felt like I'm the best at everything I did." Coach Finch said, quote, "He is super confident, he's real, and he's genuine. A lot of guys have a confidence that hides in insecurity. He is not that. He knows who he is as a person and as a player." Brian?
Yeah, great point. Thank you, Allie. Well, Clark, no question which end of the floor Rudy Gobert makes his biggest impact.
Yeah, he's a demoralizing defender. I mean, his height and reach give him some significant advantages, but it's more than that. You don't win multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards just because you're tall and long. You got to have some toughness, you got to have some anticipation and timing, and the willingness to get down and dirty.
Here's McDaniels. 9 points for him in his last game. To the inside. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his third before the half.
On defense, the Celtics. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Wow, Rudy! Fancy!
The 7-footer plus Rudy Gobert goes up and makes it hurt coming down.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. To the paint. The shot by Towns, no good. And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. 10-point lead.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Outside Conley. Lets the three fly. Boston with a rebound. Out played in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
2 on the clock. The 3, Porzingis. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. And so it's Minnesota with it. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Edwards. Now here's Gobert. The kick out to Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. From downtown. Another miss by Minnesota.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
2 minutes.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
They've got a chance here to cut the deficit to within 10. Pass to Towns. From the arc. Porzingis grabs the board.
Some of it's good defense and some of it's just poor shot selection. Either way, he's being shut out.
We've had many impactful European players throughout the years, Clark. What makes their style of play so different?
You know, I think it's really how they're trained from the time they start playing the game, B.A. Every player, regardless of size, is taught to think and feel and play the game fundamentally sound. And I love that. I think that's something that should be mimicked in the States. Train kids to play the game the right way in all aspects of it, no matter how small or tall they are.